Hey girl, do you have a hard time or get frustrated when somebody doesn't take accountability? Then this video is for you. Hi, my name is Brandy, and I think we all have dealt with people that do not take accountability. It leaves you frustrated, especially whenever you realize, like, what? Um, but the truth is that you have to wonder, like, what is going on? Like, if somebody can't see that their own actions are wrong, that they have done something wrong and they can't just own it or admit it, is there something more to it? Do they not see their flaws? Do they not see that they've done wrong? It's hard for me to understand how somebody could not take responsibility for their actions. And we see this a lot in the world, and a lot of people will make excuses for these people, hence why they get away with it. But, anyways, I've always wondered what was going on. So, as I've gotten older, this is what I have learned. This is why I'm sharing this because it is so important to keep you sane, to protect your energy, and not allow people to just suck the life out of you, basically. Because you sit there and you get frustrated and you think and think and think about it. It's crazy. But this is what I've learned. It doesn't matter if you know that this person does not, it matters that you know that this person isn't taking accountability, but you just have to accept it. I know it's unjust, right? It's not fair, but it does protect you. What I have learned is that no matter how much you wonder why, it usually comes down to a lack of morals and values. It is their character. And a lot of people show their character. Obviously, got to be around them for a little bit to know, but they show their character, and it is simply lack of respect, too. Some people just aren't willing to own their wrongs, no matter how you think they should, because trust me, I'll be like, they should be held accountable. They're flawed, and we can't change that. And we can only expect, I mean, I'm talking about like in the workplace or something like that. I'm not talking about like in the world, like if they were to do something like criminally. Obviously, we have the court system, we have police, we have like the justice system, right? But I'm talking about like every day, like, when you know somebody's like flawed and they won't take accountability. Oh my gosh, that grinds my gears so much when people do not take accountability, especially when you're older. Like, you should know, right? But, anyways, I used to know this man. He was like 52 at the time. So, this was years ago. And I was in my 30s, by the way. And he was married, he had kids, and he could just never own up to his he could never take responsibility. He could never own up to accountability. I would like ask him stuff and he could never. It was always like somebody else's fault, or it was somebody, oh, well, this is why this is happening. It was never his fault. Oh my gosh. It drove me crazy. I could not understand it. You know, Here's the thing though, just because he was older doesn't mean that he was wiser. And that really is it. There's people that will reflect on their life, and there will people that will reflect. And I'm not saying that, like, I'm not talking about like a 20-year-old, because for me, a 20-year-old is still a kid. They're still learning. But I will tell you, accountability goes far. It's just a character in you. I don't know how to describe it, but it really comes down to morals, values, and who you are. And that's really it. But anyways, he's a pretty pathetic person. And honestly, I'm glad he's out of my life and I don't have to deal with that, because it totally sucked my energy out. And I do not want to deal with somebody that is pissing me off all the time. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like this is something that I should say, because now I know. Because of that situation that happened, now I know. No. I'm not going to allow anybody to steal my energy like that did, because it totally drains you, makes you sick. You just get so mad because you feel like it's so unfair that they're able to get away with what they are able to get away with. And you have to own your actions. But that's the difference. Trust me, you'd rather be somebody that holds accountability, somebody that has morals, somebody that has value any day, other than somebody that is a shell of a person that flies by, gets credit that isn't due, using other people's, what is it? Using other people's, like if somebody does work, getting credit where it's not due, I guess is what I'm saying. Letting go of that anger and all of that, just knowing who they are, it's freeing. it is freeing, and you really need that to keep yourself sane and morally okay. So something that you could take away from this is you can't force anyone to take accountability, but you can see who they are, and people act according to their morals and their values, and expecting otherwise will only frustrate you. It's really sad that people in this world don't see their flaws or don't want to see them, basically. But the best thing you can do is recognize it, accept it, and protect your energy. Surround yourself with people who respect you and their own actions. Now, I know this is very hard whenever you work with these people, but just know who you can be around, like avoid that person if you can. I know that sounds terrible, but I 100%, if you don't have to work with them, like if you only have to see them like for a minute, just go your own way. That's how you grow, you stay sane, and you keep moving forward. So anyways, I just wanted to end that with that. If this resonated with you, I would love it if you left me a comment or you like this video. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you do want to leave me a comment, feel free. I would love it also if you'd subscribe. I actually wrote it down, feel free to subscribe, but I would love it if you did. And I will see y'all next time. Bye.